You know? It's like,
I just didn't know that was like a
I know.
word
Come
that we were
on,
supposed to.
fam. Okay.
Good
Hi,
morning,
so-
everybody.
Good
Hi,
morning.
tailgaters.
Good
What's up?
morning.
We're
Hello.
early. What
We're
do you
totally
think
early.
about
We're
that?
early. There's so much to talk about today, so we decided we're just going to come on early. It's an extra dollop of the chick.
I see people slowly trickling in. And by the way, Sunday Fun Day, man. If you guys have not yet subscribed to the Chicks on the Right Insiders group on Facebook, we are going to have a party.
It's going to be so much fun. Sunday.
It's going to be 7:30 Eastern. We're going to be in our PJs and our crowns. I'm going to look to see if I have a scepter anywhere in the house.
Ooh, you have a scepter?
I
I'm
don't.
jealous.
But I can
It's
make
like-
one. I
I
can
know.
make a makeshift scepter.
It's like a makeshift scepter out of something.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're going to tailgate the Oprah big expose on Prince Harry and Meghan, and it's going to be amazing. And
Right,
you guys
right.
have to subscribe to Chicks on the Right Insiders on Facebook if you want to be included in the reindeer games.
You guys, I was so bullied by the firm.
Oh, speaking of which, we had that wrong yesterday. Like, I was making this big giant deal about
About how
how she
it's the
called it the
firm?
firm, and apparently, like, there were some folks in the UK who were like, everybody calls it that. That's what it's called. Like, that's what the business side of the royal
The firm?
family is called, is the
Oh,
firm.
so we're
and
totally
I
wrong.
was like, how dare she? But
Yeah.
apparently, everybody does it.
Oh, okay. So that's we're being total Americans, and we're just like, God, she's such a biatch, and it's actually the whole country is like a total biatch.
Right.
It's okay. So it's called. Sorry, Stuart. Sorry, Stuart the
Sorry,
Brit.
Stuart the Brit.
We didn't mean to insult
We didn't
you
know.
and your country. We didn't mean to do that. We just don't know. We're just Americans over here going, really? You call a family the firm? That's weird. It's just kind of weird.
We just didn't know. But yeah,
Yeah.
so I guess everybody is, and it's not like super insulting. I found
No.
it very offensive.
I mean,
But,
I'm going to start
you know.
calling my own family the firm. I'm
could.
going to be like, you guys, where does the firm want to eat dinner tonight?
Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. We have the most amazing gift.
Oh, tell me.
OMG.
Show me.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you as soon as we talk about pillows.
We got to talk about pillows first.
We
you
got
guys.
the
This is what
best
we
email.
do.
Oh my God. You're going to love this email so much.
I gotta
promised
hear
her
it.
I would read it. So this is the greatest thing. It's from one of our followers who actually did order the sheets.
Oh,
And
they're
yeah,
luxurious.
yeah, and so right now My Pillow has buy one get one free on their sets of sheets and
Sets.
towels. So I
Sets.
get this email yesterday from Kimberly, and she says, "Well, this is just great. I ordered the sheets from My Pillow, used the code CHICKS, and all seemed okay. Today, I got them. You forgot to tell us that it is no longer okay to wear clothes, but we have to be wrapped in the sheets at all times."
So she's just naked.
That's how much she
in the
loves them.
sheets. She's just naked in the sheets all the time. You go, Kimberly.
That's how good the sheets are,
Go
man.
on with your bad self. And you know what? You need to start calling your family the firm while you walk around naked in your sheets with your scepter. That's what I would do.
That's what you should do. So if you have
That's what you
not
should do every
experienced
day.
the luxury of the My Pillow sheets,
Right.
call them. You can call them at 800-875-0513 or go to mypillow.com. And if you want the buy one get one offer, which apparently works like on not just sheets and towels, I've heard.
But
people have been
everything?
using it for other stuff too. Chicks. Use code
Chicks.
at
And you
either
guys,
the phone
pro
number or
tip.
mypillow.com.
Pro tip, if you're working at home still, wrap yourself naked in your sheet and get on a Zoom call. See how that works.
Maybe that's how people who are attending our party on Sunday night should arrive.
Oh my gosh. I'm not saying that's a great idea. I'm not saying it's a great idea.
I mean, we won't be able to see them, so
That's right. That's right.
You know.
That's right.
So,
Maybe-
okay, so the present.
Maybe I'll
oh my
do that.
God.
Okay.
Remember how we
What
have
else?
like the most amazingly talented, creative, crafty
Yeah.
people who follow
Yeah.
us? Oh my God.
People
okay.
are sick talented.
Oh my. They are sick talented.
That's what the kids would say. Yeah, right.
Fred and Laura Irvin wrote us a letter. And
Fred
they
and
said,
Laura.
Mock and Daisy, apologize for not handwriting this note. If we did, you could not read it because of our awful handwriting. My wife and I are big fans of yours, and we watch your YouTube and Facebook Live every morning with our coffee. With the upheaval in our world today, a little common sense and humor goes a long way. We wanted to thank you for having the stones to stand up for conservative viewpoints. So we wanted to send you a couple of stones with your logo on it that we engrave from our stone engraving business right here in Colorado. Thanks again for standing up for what is right, and rock on.
I
And
love
so
it.
this,
I love it.
so first of all, serenitysandworks.com. Serenitysandworks.com. Look at what they made. And it's so heavy. Okay, so hang on.
Oh my God. She's going to get a workout, you guys.
Oh my God, hang on.
Oh my
The box was 30 pounds. I'm not kidding. So hang on, this is yours. I had to unwrap it because I knew you'd want to see it. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Isn't it gorgeous?
That is gorgeous.
And it's like £1 million. I mean, this is a slab of stone, man.
It's like granite. Oh my God.
Isn't it beautiful?
Gorgeous. SerenitySandstone.com. Is that what you said?
Serenity Sandworks.
I'm sorry. SerenitySandworks.com.
Isn't it like the most...
You
guys.
guys.
It's so heavy. Oh my God.
SerenitySandworks.com in Colorado. That is gorgeous. Thank you so much. Oh my God. I'm immediately gonna put that at my cabin.
Right? Well, and
Until we get into a
so
house.
yours is Texas and mine is Indiana, which I actually love because when I finally do retire in South Carolina, it'll be my thing from home.
Your little piece
You know
of
what I mean?
Indiana. I love it.
I just love it so much too.
The sweetest. Thank you. You guys support
so
them.
Talented. So
support
talented.
them. That is the sweetest thing.
I
Thank
just
you.
can't.
I love that stuff. Oh my God.
So amazing. Okay, so lots of news, especially about Cuomo. You guys.
Cuomo is such a skeevy liar. Can you even?
Okay, and I'm so glad that the emphasis is being put back on the nursing home hullabaloo, right?
Right. I mean,
So-
it's hard. It's obviously because it's like now it's all over the place. It's like, okay, was he grooming this woman for sex, or was he like did he have a hand in like the killing of old people?
And it's both. The answer is both.
And both. Right.
So, top of Daily Mail right now, the new report, and apparently this is from the New York Times. It says a coordinated criminal conspiracy. New York Governor Cuomo's aides pushed health officials to rewrite the review into nursing homes so that it would cover up the death toll. And so the cover up went way further than we actually even already knew from the Attorney General's report. This is like way worse than we even thought. And he clearly had a hand in it. And then the Charlotte, whatever her name is, the second, or was it the second accuser or the third accuser?
Oh my God, I can't keep track.
I know. That's pathetic.
Yeah.
Anyway, the 25-year-old, she went on with Nora O'Donnell, did a big interview with her. And she's like, she is not happy with his apology. She doesn't consider it an apology at all. She was just like, he propositioned me for sex. There was no question about it. He made it very clear. He was completely inappropriate with me. I was scared. It took me forever to come out because I did feel some shame about answering his really personal, inappropriate questions. But now she realizes he was in this position of power and he completely abused it. And she said all the things.
Right. Right. And I mean, and not only that, but my God, he was being fawned over in the press for like, I think Daily Wire has a thing today. It's interesting where they just have like this timeline or this like conglomeration of like his brother fawning all over him, CNN, like they just made him a deity over the past year. It's infuriating. I mean, the press just picked him as like the pillar of leadership over the past year when it came to COVID. And they plucked him and they were like, oh, he's going to be the guy. And that's why he wrote the book, he got the Emmy. He became the guy that celebrities like were attracted to, and they just talked about him and thought he was just the greatest thing. Oh, I just love him so much. And then now it's like, seriously? A lot of us knew what a scumbag this guy was. I mean, Janice Dean was talking about this months ago. It's like, hello, why is anybody talking? Hello, it's something is going on here. And then they were just like, oh, shut up, Fox lady, you don't know what you're talking about. I mean, it's
Stick to the weather.
Right. It's infuriating. It's just infuriating, you know? And so I listen, I don't wish bad things on people, but this guy needs to go to jail.
Yeah, there's no question.
If
And he definitely needs to be not governor anymore.
Exactly. And he definitely doesn't need to be giving himself freaking raises. I mean, what is that? Unbelievable. The ego, the arrogance on this guy is astounding. And it just shows you, it's such a microcosm for our political system right now. It's like, I'm above the law. I'm above these rules. I'm above you people. And so it's just, he is such a representation of our politics, right?
Yeah. It's
gross.
And what's like, to your point about all these media people just fawning all over him, it's like they made him their new Avenatti.
Right.
You know what I mean? When after they were done, realizing that maybe they screwed up by fawning all over Avenatti, they were like, well, this guy looks good. Let's fawn over him.
Yeah.
It's just so.
And then there's no accountability. They go, oh, well, I guess we screwed up. And they just move on. Oh my God. You people are insufferable. Yeah.
Horrific people. All right, we got to mention what's going on with Whitmer, because we promised
Whitmer.
2 days ago that we would do that, and then we forgot, and then we just never
She's
did.
making a casserole. She's making casseroles.
When she's not making casseroles, she's busy providing hush money to top-level people in her administration for reasons that she won't disclose.
That's right.
So apparently several state officials have left, and the reasons for their departures are unclear. The most recent one that is the reason that this story became a thing is Robert Gordon, and he was the former director of the Department of Health and Human Services. He resigned January 22nd and got $155,000 severance deal that covered like 9 months of salary, all of his health coverage, and there's a what's the quiet clause? What's that word?
Non-disclosure?
Yeah, where he can't, neither party, neither side can say what the terms of this agreement are.
Okay, so he
However,
signed
it's Michigan taxpayers that covered that bill, and they have a right to know.
Right, exactly. I mean, that's taxpayer money. So he signed an NDA, and she did, that's. I just don't see how
he signed whatever their severance agreement was. He signed saying that he wouldn't disclose the terms of it.
I don't understand how that can be legal when you're a public employee.
I also do not understand that.
I don't even understand how that's a thing. I mean, it's like, because I feel like all this stuff should be on record, because it's one of those deals where we can see what public employees make, right? If you want to look that up, you can go look it up. We should be able to see all this stuff. We should be able, as taxpayers, we should be able to see what this guy's making. Sorry about my phone. We should be able to see what this guy's making, what the deal was, all of this stuff should be transparent, because it's our freaking money.
And you don't get severance when you resign.
Right.
So clearly there was something shady about the whole thing. And the fact that, and now, so, she's been questioned about it, because there's a bunch of Republicans who are like, you owe us an explanation. This is this isn't your money. This is taxpayer money. Why are they having to pay this guy? What did he do that made him earn a severance deal to begin with?
Yeah.
And she is now bristling. So the yesterday headlines were all about how she's bristling at that accusation. She's bristling.
That is one Mac Daddy of a severance.
Oh my God.
A lot of people don't make that in a year or two.
Right.
I mean, could you imagine? My God.
I know.
God,
so
give me that job so I can just make the severance and walk away. Damn.
She said yesterday, I really bristle at that characterization. The nature of the separation agreement is that when someone leaves, there are terms, and you can't share every term. That's simply what it is.
Yeah.
Have some casserole.
Yeah.
God.
Here's a corn casserole that I made at my cabin that I'm not supposed to go to when I go during COVID. Yeah? I can't with her. I can't.
Right? She's just the
Only
worst
no,
thing
my
ever.
husband went. I didn't go to the cabin. I didn't go.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. It's ridiculous.
I do have a couple of TikToks.
Thank you, James. Thank you for the super sticker, James.
Why don't I see it?
I don't know why you can't see it. You're too
Why
busy
don't
doing.
I see it?
I think what put him over the edge was our stellar Gretchen impressions. I think that's what it was.
I
Thank you.
didn't see it. Sometimes I miss them, you guys. I feel terrible. If
Well-
you are sending a super sticker or a super chat, which is a YouTube thing for the people watching on Facebook who are like, "What the hell are you talking about?" If you're doing that on the YouTube and we don't see it or we don't say your name, please know that we feel terrible about that. We always want to say your name and recognize you.
Yeah, it's usually one of the two of us sees them. So if we don't,
I don't know why
we're looking. I mean, I don't have my glasses on. My Whitmer glasses.
So the TikToks that I have are not, they're not dogs, they're not cats, they're not any of the fun, cute creatures. These are actually from people who are making amazingly awesome points about politics and culture and what's happening today. So first of all, we've got this lady who has she's responding to a comment that said, "Dr. Fauci is a doctor. What are you? Don't you think he knows more about the medical field than you? Or are you egotistical enough to think otherwise?" She got that comment and she's about to respond to that comment.
She's about to break it down.
She's about to bust it out.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for this jelly.
My lady right now has a PhD.
That's not it.
from one of the most
That's not it.
prestigious universities in the country.
What in the world has happened?
Do you know what they call the person
Wait.
who finished last in their medical
Oh,
school
see, you
graduation?
set it up, and then here we
I set
are.
it up
We're just
and now here we are.
we're here like wah 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 wah.
Okay, hang on.
It's a
Let
big
me try
letdown.
again.
It's a big
No,
letdown.
that's not it either. Okay, let me see if this is it.
Class?
Is this it?
Doctor. They even called Dr. Fauci a doctor. And from what I've seen, that guy couldn't diagnose his way out of a paper bag. Back and forth, back and forth. Don't wear a mask. Wear one mask. Wear two masks. Your lady doesn't intimidate me either. But what do I know? I'm just a crazy lady, right? But you didn't make it about sex, did you? See you around.
This one isn't it. I'm sorry. I don't know
Yeah,
how that
I was
happened.
gonna say,
Here
what-
it is, here it is.
Slow
Okay.
spread. I didn't wear a mask then either, but I didn't go anywhere. Followed all the rules, one person out at a time. I even made my husband change his clothes after getting home from work in the garage. That lasted all of a week. Do you know what happened then? George Floyd died. Remember? And while the rest of us were all locked in our homes because of coronavirus, everybody and their brother had taken to the streets to march in his honor. The majority of them maskless. And definitely not 6 feet apart. That's when I knew it was bullshit. All of it. My opinion of Fauci is moot. I think he's a bought and paid for puppet. But it doesn't matter. He's not the reason I decided to stop doing this dumb shit. That was the reason. I did it for 15 days.
I
Right?
kind of like her.
Isn't she awesome? She's a badass, man.
Yeah,
She just
uh-huh.
says it. She's like, this is all bullshit. We all know it's bullshit, and that's why I
Right.
stopped playing.
Right.
I love that.
I'm done playing. Don't tell me to wear 2 masks. If you want to wear 2 masks, go ahead and wear 2 masks.
I
wear
mean,
5. Wear 5 masks.
Well, did you see that Gavin Newsom came out like to rip on Texas and Mississippi, and he
Yeah.
said we are we're not following in their lead. We are going to highly encourage people to wear 2 masks.
Then wear them. Go ahead. Stay in California. Stay in California and wear 18 masks. I don't care. That's fine. That's you can do that. It's still a free country, isn't it? And listen, if you're in Texas and you want to wear 15 masks, wear 15 masks.
wear all of them.
Yeah. I'll be
all
over here
masks.
in my hat and my boots wearing none. Yeehaw!
Now, you may, if you go to Target in Texas, you're still going to have to wear a mask, but you can also choose instead to go to another store that doesn't require you to
I may
wear a
not go to
mask.
Target. Probably going to go to my local Dollar Tree.
See? And
Yeah.
I don't know about Dollar Tree's policies, but it should be up to the individual establishment to make that choice, right?
Right.
And so it shouldn't be a government mandate. And by the way, what's really ridiculous about Texas and Mississippi getting all this flack is that 15 states never had a mask mandate to begin with. And so they've already been doing things the right way. So I don't know why Governor Abbott and the Mississippi governor are getting all this crap.
Right.
This is how it has been.
And then for the president to call these people Neanderthals speaks volumes. And the reason he called these people Neanderthals, let's all get real, because, I mean, Psaki can dance around it all she wants, but the reason that he's doing that is because he's like, listen, you're not paying attention to the federal government, and I don't like that. I don't like the fact that you're not doing what we're telling you to do. It's a control thing. I mean, that's at the end of the day, that's what this is. They want so badly for people to do what we tell you to do. And if you're not doing what we tell you to do, we get really uneasy. We get really uneasy because we don't like the American people being left to their free will. Right?
We got to have all the control.
Yeah. I mean, that's what this is. So, whatever.
I also have a Trump impersonator for you.
Oh.
And this one is really good because it's Dr. Seussy. And then we got to get into that whole Dr. Seuss discussion because, oh my God, eBay.
Right.
Okay, are you ready for this? You're going to love this.
I am.
Just have to say,
What?
I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Lindsey Graham. I will not eat them in South Carolina or with the virus that came from China. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Lindsey Graham. I will not eat them with Mitch McConnell or with that hideous beast known as Rosie O'Donnell. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Lindsey Graham. I will not eat them in the hall or down in Biden's cages at the border wall. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Lindsey Graham.
That's fantastic. That guy's fantastic.
Isn't he great? He's even
He
got the
is.
lip thing going.
Right. He's good. And his voice was dead on.
Right? It's
Really,
just
really
incredible.
good. That was really good. So Dr.
eBay.
Seuss, Dr. Seuss is racist. You can't have Dr. Seuss books on eBay because people were trying to sell them because they were worth like $1 gajillion now because everybody's lost their minds.
But I mean, that's the whole point of eBay, right? Because at first they were trying to say, well, we're not keeping them on eBay because they're no longer being published. Well, that's the whole point of eBay. You auction off rare things, right?
Yeah.
Like you use eBay to sell off things that people can't maybe get elsewhere.
Yeah.
That's
But
the whole point.
But they're racist now, Mock. They're racist. But
God.
and here's the crazy thing. So you can't get them on eBay now, right? You can't do that. You can't participate in the exchange of Dr. Seuss books because Dr. Seuss books are racist. But the crazy thing is there's a tweet from Kamala 4 years ago where she's like, "Oh, happy birthday, Dr. Seuss. You're awesome. You're great. I love you." What? That was like 4 years ago. And then
Right.
there are all these tweets going on over the past couple of days and pictures flying around social media of Obama reading Dr. Seuss to kids, Hillary Clinton reading Dr. Seuss to kids, Michelle Obama reading Dr. Seuss to kids.
Because they do this on his birthday every
Right.
single year. And
Right.
so just Joe Biden just scrapped him from the whole celebrate reading day. I mean, it's disgusting.
So what is it? I mean, it's like, this is the thing. So it brings us to the conversation of, they change the rules, y'all. Liberals change the rules every day. And that means that at any point they could just say, you know what? Hillary Clinton is racist. You know what? Michelle Obama is racist. Kamala's racist. They change their mind. They move the goalposts every day. Democrats, liberals should be freaked out by that. Just seeing those pictures of Obama, Michelle Obama, Hillary Clinton, seeing a tweet by Kamala, all these people just in the past few years praising and celebrating Dr. Seuss. They should be completely freaked out by the fact that now he's being canceled. Shouldn't they?
Well, they won't be. I mean, because they're part of the side of they're part of the ideology that believes in doing all this censorship nonsense. Here's the really scary thing about it, though, and the dumb thing and the counterproductive thing is, okay, let's assume that the 6 Dr. Seuss books have terrible, horrible, racist imagery in them. Whatever. Let's assume that. Isn't it a better idea to have those discussions with our kids? If now we're like trying to make them learn critical race theory at like age 5 because babies are racist,
right?
Why wouldn't we want to use the opportunity to take a childhood book and say, look, back 80 years ago, Dr. Seuss drew things that aren't appropriate, and here's why. Like, why not have that discussion instead of just removing it and erasing it from the world? It's kind of like somebody said, I wish I knew who to give credit to for this, but you know how they took away like Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben, and they're removing all of these black figureheads from products?
Right.
they're not removing white figureheads. So now, isn't that more racist to not have any representation of black people on products?
And in history,
So we're just erasing the fact,
Yeah.
instead of having the discussion, we're just going to pretend it never happened?
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if you're a fan of Laura Ingalls Wilder or Dr. Seuss, buy up everything that you can right now. Dr. Seuss books right now are #1 on Amazon, the ones that you can still get. And there's a reason for that, because there's people that have a genuine fear now that these things are going to be removed from the world. Like, they're going to
Yeah.
be erased.
Yeah.
And it's pointless. It's totally counterproductive.
It is. It's unbelievable. I mean, we have lost our damn minds.
And I don't know
We've
how
just
much
lost our
more of
minds.
them we can lose. Like,
Uh-uh.
it's getting really scary.
Yeah, it is scary. People should be scared of this kind of crap. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that you see in communist countries. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's absolutely, it's crazy. I don't, yeah.
You know, it's funny. You said how, shouldn't people be scared when they see the pictures of Michelle Obama or whoever celebrating
Right.
Dr. Seuss? It's funny because I read an article yesterday. In fact, I have it. Hang on.
I mean, like,
Oh, yeah,
Kamala's
so there's-
yeah, it was just a couple years ago that
Right.
Kamala tweeted that.
So here's the kicker, right? There was a black police officer, Delvin White is his name. He's from Tampa. He has just been fired. A black police officer has just been fired by the Tampa police for using the N-word on body cam and during an arrest. Now, he is saying, okay,
Oh my
he's
God.
saying, listen, I was using that. That's a way that I express culture and experiences. That's a way that the black community expresses culture and experiences of our community. He is being fired. And you know what? It's hard for me to feel sorry for him, because this is, if black people are going to be outraged at the use of the word, but then
Right.
also decide that they're going to use the word, why
I
is it
hear-
okay for some people and not others?
I'm right there with you. I'm 100% in agreement with you. It's like the word's either bad or it's not bad.
Right.
So I totally hear you, because we've had so many conversations about that I'm just like, listen, it's a bad word or it's an okay word. You can't say that person's okay to use it and this person's not okay to use it. And that, white girl can't use it when she's singing lyrics to a song, but the black kid can sing lyrics to the song. What kind of madness is that? It's a song,
insane.
and it's like don't put it in the freaking song because it's a terrible word. What are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
And we've seriously, we've talked about that ad nauseum. It's a terrible word. Just stop using the freaking word. So I don't
And
understand.
so this is where we are. So,
Right.
like at first I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. Like, he's a black guy. He's using it because that is what some black people choose to do. And
Right.
he's obviously not using it in a racial way because he is a black man. But the rules are the rules, I guess,
Right.
right? And so eventually they're going to come around and hit all of us.
Uh-huh.
And Joy Reid, we're going to play, Rob and I are going to play some of her sound on the, she is the worst of the worst. She actually said out loud that conservatives would trade all tax cuts just to be allowed to use the N-word openly. Like,
What?
all of us are so desperate to be able to say it with no repercussions.
Wait. Who said this?
Joy Reid.
Joy Reid. Of course.
She's
yeah,
disgusting.
I mean, it's like, what? Okay, so she knows this how? That's like, she just is assuming this. She's assuming that we believe
She's
this.
racist.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know that goes without saying. She's absolutely racist. But she's saying this about white people. She's saying that this, I would trade tax cuts for that?
Yeah,
This is
that's
what
how
she's saying.
desperate we are to be able to say it openly.
Oh my.
I don't ever want to say it. I don't want anybody to say it. I just
No.
don't want there to be a double standard about saying it.
It's a terrible freaking word.
It's just, I cannot believe that these are the things that we're talking about now.
God, there is so much hate in that woman's heart.
Yeah.
There's so much hate and bitterness, and just, I mean, I feel so sorry for her because I mean, just that comment alone just shows you how much she just needs, her heart is so broken.
Yeah.
I feel so sorry for her. I really do. Because what a terrible, terrible thing to say.
And she said a lot more than that, but that was one of the main lines. Is I was just like, wow.
God,
I mean,
I know, that is just-
you're terrible. You're
Right.
a terrible person.
Yeah.
It's people have lost their minds.
God.
You remember how there was like all this hullabaloo around Kamala's stepdaughter at the inauguration wearing that hideous coat, and
Yeah,
then
the
she got like a
coat.
modeling contract.
Now she's a supermodel.
Now she's a supermodel.
But-
So she just
but-
got her first magazine cover,
Right.
and
And-
she
and then
posted
on-
pictures on Instagram of it.
Right, and on the flip side, Melania never got a magazine cover the whole time she was first lady. Oh. I mean, that...
So Dust is the magazine. That's her cover photo. That's
Right.
a picture of her showing all of her armpit hair.
Right.
So in the description of how amazing she is, it was the New York Times described her thusly. They said, in her selfies, she doesn't wear much makeup and doesn't blow dry her naturally curly hair. She shows off her armpit hair and cartoonish tattoos, which include eggs and bacon in the shape of a smiley face and a cow. She wears Crocs and mismatched handmade clothes, though she also has what she terms a uniform of black pants and a white top. This is how they're describing her. I'm just like, what? What are we doing?
Oh my God, you guys, she's so quirky. Hey, you know who was a model is Melania. She speaks 5 languages. You know what we should do? We should abuse her in the
And
media.
ignore her completely.
Let's abuse her, and then, yeah, when we're not ignoring her, let's just completely pummel her with abuse. We're so pro-women. Look at us. We're liberals. Yay.
I mean, can you even?
Yeah, I can. I can totally believe it. God, good Lord.
A whole bunch of
People are
people
so
have been
predictable.
pointing out that like catalogs and magazines and places that you would used to go to look at fashion and models aspirationally
Right.
are now like super hell-bent on just including normal, everyday, regular looking people.
Right.
And I don't know that that's going to help sales. Like I've never, back in the day when there was a Victoria's Secret catalog, I never wanted to look at it thinking
wanna
I
see
needed to
me.
see somebody who looked like me.
I don't want to see me.
I don't want to see me.
No, I don't
I
want
want
to
to see all the hot models.
Right. I want to see like a Christy Turlington or Cindy Crawford or Linda Evangelista or somebody like that.
Yeah.
Right. It's like
I've never
I want to
understood
see
that.
all the girls in the Freedom 90 video. Remember?
Yes.
Remember?
Oh my God, I love that song.
Remember that video? Yeah.
God, I love that song.
I know, I just aged myself, but that was like from the 90s. You guys know what I'm talking about? The Freedom 90 video, George Michael. Yeah.
I won't let you
Let you
down.
down.
Would
Just
not give you
up.
up.
Remember?
So good.
Such a great song. Freedom! Yeah. It's such a great song.
Oh my gosh, I have one more TikTok. Do we have time?
I
'Cause
think so.
This
Yeah.
is amazing, you guys. So what you're about to see is a girl who was an employee who is trying to do her job, who has now been fired from her job for the dumbest thing ever. And it is this is what's going to happen everywhere as a result of this obsession that we all have with race. You're not going to believe this story. Are you ready for this, Jelly?
Yeah, I guess. It's
Oh my God.
Friday. I think we're ready. Are we ready,
I
you
normally
guys?
don't do. Today I am livid, so I
Damn it.
see if this kind of thing is justified. So I work at a retail store, and I've worked there now for like a year and a half. Well, I'm moving these racks, and I didn't want to hit anyone, so I kind of looked to each side to see if anyone's on the other side to see if I could move it. Well, I look this way, and I end up seeing someone, so I stop, and I don't move it. Well, she instantly looks at me and says, "Can I help you with something?" And I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was just going to move the rack, and I want to make sure I didn't hit anyone." Well, then she says, "I want to put a corporate complaint against you for racial profiling because apparently I looked at her the wrong way and was assuming she didn't have money." I would never just assume someone doesn't have money by what they look like. That is stupid. Well, I had to give a whole statement about the thing, and overall, they called me up today and fired me due to me looking at someone and being racist.
Oh
so
my
do you think
God.
that's justified, or do you think that's wrongful termination? Because I'm pissed.
And she should be
I
pissed.
normally don't do this on TikTok.
Wait,
is insane.
Back it up. I'm so confused. Okay, so she was fired because she looked at somebody weird?
Yeah.
Or that
she
person
she was moving a
perceived-
rack and she goes like this, sees apparently a black person, and then moves back and doesn't move the cart, like waiting for this person to move out of the way. And whoever that was like, "Do you need something? Why are you looking at me that way?" She's like, "I'm just trying to not hit you."
Oh
And she's
my
now
God.
because that person put in a complaint, and now there's zero tolerance, right? You don't want to make any waves, so an employer, instead of defending the employee, is going to be like, "Oh yeah, our employee's racist, she's got to go."
Oh,
I mean, it's crazy, and she didn't do
my
anything
God.
wrong.
Yeah, somebody said in our comments, get a lawyer and sue him. That's what I do. Screw that.
Can you
seriously,
believe that?
I can believe it because everybody is a freaking victim now. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow.
But this is where we're going. Like now, and that's the thing is that like I retweeted Ibram Kendi today. I was so pissed off at him because he tweeted out something about how it was another one of those Robin DeAngelis kind of things where you're told if you deny that you're racist, that makes you racist. It's the denial that actually makes you racist.
Right. Because we're all racist, right?
Yeah. And so, yeah, exactly. And so when he said that, I'm thinking, how is that going to make white people want to engage with people of color? Because if anything, like what this girl just experienced, I'm going to stay the hell away from
black people.
everyone that I could
Yeah.
potentially ever look
Right.
at wrong or offend. So is that what we want? Is
Yeah.
that kind of separation?
Actually, that is what liberals want because they keep segregating people. As evidenced by, when you look at college campuses, when you look all around the country, they are literally the party of segregation now. That's what they want. They want to segregate us. And what a shame that is. What an absolute shame. And they want to compartmentalize and they want to like label every group. They want that. They want absolute severe segregation when it comes not to just black and white. They want everybody to have their little label and their little group, and they want to so severely make us segregated that we are just so compartmentalized and all like in our own little boxes, and we're not melting together as Americans. It's gross.
It's just awful. And then couple that with masks. And like
Right.
we're all becoming so disconnected from each other
Totally.
as humans.
That's
that
liberalism.
It's really scary.
Yeah, that's not conservatism. That's liberalism. That's them. They want that. I don't want that. I don't want that for my kid. I didn't want my kid to see color. The reason that my kid, my 11-year-old, saw color for the first time is not because of a conservative, is not because of me. It's because of damn liberals who keep shoving that crap down her throat. That's the reason. I didn't want that. So I blame that entirely on them. That is on their shoulders. They're the ones who are doing this, not conservatives. It's gross.
It's just awful. It's awful in every way. All right. Well, that is all I had on my little list. Oh, I do have a My Pillow joke to tell you.
Oh, you do?
I mean, kind of.
Yeah?
What is the leading cause of dryness?
Tell me.
Towels. It's My Pillow towels. My Pillow towels are the leading cause of dryness, you guys.
You are such a dork. She is such a dork, you guys. Oh my
Use code
God.
CHICKS when you get your towels.
Chicks. You guys, it's Friday. Bring it in.
And don't forget, Sunday is the party in the Chicks on the Right Insiders group on Facebook.
Sunday. Don't forget Sunday. You guys, have a wonderful weekend. We'll talk to you Monday.
Except those of you who are
Except for those of you that we're going to talk to on Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.